Hello, Lorene here from codingcertification.org with another question from a new CCO member, Dawn. She's trying to find a schedule for when and where she can take the CPC or the CCS exam. She also said that she is a member of AHIMA but was having trouble finding it. And after trying to answer this question by typing an answer, I realized that it is a little more complicated than you would think. So I thought making a video would make it a little bit easier. So let me start with the easy one, the CPC. And you'll want to go to the AAPC.com website, hover over the certification tab, and right down on the bottom it says locate exam site. And you click that, and it'll bring you in the middle of the page, search for an exam. Let me make this a little bit bigger. And let me just grab my state, New Jersey, and click search. The index number, by the way, is what identifies the particular date and exam location to the AAPC. Normally you won't know this if you're searching for one. And it gives you, they're sorted by date, and they do have a set deadline that you have to have your application in by in order to take it by that date. So you can drill down more specifically by city, and we can see that there's 2 pages here. You can kind of get a feel for, what are the cities in your state that seem to be close, and the dates are good for you. So I'm going to grab this one for Morristown and just click details, and it'll give you a little bit more information, like how many people can they handle, 18, and they have 15 available, so 3 people have already registered. It'll let you know the proctor name. It's kind of helpful if you attend a local chapter. You might know the individual, and they give you directions, etc. So that's how you find an exam date and time and location for the AAPC. Right now, the AAPC exams are proctored exams, which means you go to an exam location. The thing about it is it can vary wildly. I mean, you can go to one location that's very comfortable, very spread out. I've heard, horror stories of where people were in very cramped, tight situations. So you might want to scope out exactly where it is, maybe try and contact the proctor to get some more details on it to make sure you'll be comfortable. Alright, so that was for AAPC, pretty easy. AHIMA, back when I took my CCS, it was similar in that you went to a location and it was proctored, but now they have it where you go to an exam center. So pretty much there aren't set exam dates. You actually apply and you get a letter that you can then use to set up a date at a testing center. So let me show you how I figured that out. So I came here to certification and types of credentials. So in this case I just clicked on CCS, but it works the same for CCSP. And all these tabs are very helpful. Oops. Get a little bigger for you. So I would definitely read through this. There's a lot of information for the CCS and CCSP type exams. But where the answer was in the candidate guide. So if you click that, and it opens up this PDF. A little slow here. And this thing is 55 pages, so it's quite huge. But in looking at the table of contents, here it is, scheduling the exam. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So this is the authorization to test, which they call the ATT letter. So you fill out your application to AHIMA, then with your fee, of course, and then they'll mail you a letter back with this letter, and it has a kind of like a ticket number, if you will. Then you can schedule to take the test. So that was on page 10, so I went down to page 10. Did I go too far? There we go. Independent Testing Agency, so it's called Pearson VUE, V-U-E, has been contracted by AHIMA to help develop and administer its certification exam. So blah, 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 all the different testing centers. So here, if you grab this, pearsonvue.com AHIMA, and we'll go back to, whoops, and pop that in. You can read all about it. And you can see where it says locate a test center, schedule a test. So let's just take some time since we're doing this by video. AHIMA offers computer-based certification exams. To schedule a testing appointment, you must have applied for and received an authorization to test letter. That's that ATT, containing your eligibility number and scheduling information. Candidates with a valid email address will be sent an ATT letter from Pearson VUE. If you have questions, they give you an 800 toll-free number. Talks about oh yeah, there's a little change in their exam. You definitely want to read up on for that. So, schedule online or schedule by phone. If you want to schedule online, you'd have to set up an account and go in and look for it that way. If you want to see where their testing centers are, let's stick to the United States. And we'll go to New Jersey again. And you can see where all the different testing centers are. You could use zip code, whatever. So those are the two ways to figure out where the CPC and CCS exams are held. A little different way they're doing it. I know the AAPC talked about doing it this way. They very well may do that in the future. So I appreciate you asking the question, and keep them coming.